Okay, so you should hopefully been able to print out your image. This is what mine looks like. If you don't have a printer, that's okay. There we have a workaround for that. It's a little bit of a pain, but that's okay. You can still make it work. I'm just going to draw it freehand, and that'll be fine for this exercise. So you're just kind of looking at shapes. You're making the letter B, right? And start with the kind of easiest ones first. Now, my B won't look exactly like the one that the computer makes. That's okay. As long as you kind of have it more of like a bubbly kind of letter, then that's the important part. Now, it's a little bit hard to see the other letters, so I'm just going to roughly make this the 9. Oops, the 9. So here's one more. Now, if it ends up looking different, that's okay, because you're kind of doing it freehand, and we're kind of just sort of making the best of a not great situation. So here's my other 9 that I kind of flipped. Oh, I actually only had 4 shapes. And here's my G. Now, it probably looks like a lot more because the shapes that I do have, when I ended up overlapping them, they end up looking a lot more shapes. So just goes to show you, you don't need a whole lot of shapes to make a really interesting design. It's more about how you use those shapes. There we go. So if you weren't able to print it, you can also just draw a simpler version. Obviously, it works if you have fewer shapes. If you have too many shapes, it becomes harder and harder and harder to redraw. So if you know you can't print, then don't make it too complicated. All right.